Autorotation in helicopters, the helicopter's emergency plan B. Picture this, you're flying along in your helicopter, enjoying the view, and suddenly, whoops, the engine decides to take an unexpected vacation. And you're left hovering in the sky without power. But don't panic, helicopters have a secret weapon called autorotation. And it's the pilot's best friend when things go from smooth sailing to, well, we're not flying anymore. Here's how it works. When the engine fails, the helicopter doesn't just plummet to earth like a rock. Instead, the main rotor continues to spin. Not because the engine's running, but because air is rushing up through the blades as the helicopter descends. It's a bit like coasting downhill on a bike without pedaling. The faster you go, the faster the wheels spin. The pilot now has to do a little dance with the controls, just how I'm doing it right now in the video, by adjusting the collective, which is the control that changes the angle of the rotor blades. They can manage the descent rate. Too fast, slow it down. Too slow, speed up. It's all about finding the sweet spot to avoid a crash landing. When it's time to touch down, we do the helicopter version of a dramatic landing. This is where the flare comes in. The flare is like the helicopter equivalent of hitting the brakes, but with style. The pilot pulls back on the cyclic control to level the helicopter, which temporarily increases the lift and slows down the descent. It's a smooth move designed to make your landing graceful. In essence, auto-rotation is the helicopter's emergency parachute, but with way more control and no need for any extra fabric. Pilots train for this moment, and knowing how to balance the right speed and pitch to prevent an impromptu freefall. It's all about knowing when to glide, when to adjust, and when to pull off a show-stopping flare at the end. Auto-rotation is the helicopter's backup plan, allowing it to land safely after an engine failure. Just like an emergency backup battery, but way cooler. It's one of the reasons helicopter pilots are so impressive. They've got the skills to handle any situation, even when things go from awesome to in a split of a second. And who knows, you might even make a perfect landing without even breaking a sweat or your helicopter.